6:45, this is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The news edited by Danushka Madhavala, read by Soundithavam. Muslims all across Sri Lanka and the world celebrate the Holy Prophet's birthday today. The President urges all Muslim brethren in Sri Lanka to unite at this juncture in working towards strengthening the path to secure a developed Sri Lanka by 2048. The Premier requests all Sri Lankans to apply Prophet Muhammad's vision for our social welfare. Early childhood education compulsory for children at age 4. Special train will be plied this morning to Badulla to accommodate passengers travelling to Badulla for the upcoming extended weekend. The IMF delegation says commendable progress in implementing difficult reforms. In foreign news, around 100 killed in Iraq fire at wedding party. In sports, Newcastle fighting to go one better after beating Man City. Eid Milan an-Nabi or Eid-e-Milad marks the birth of the Islamic prophet Muhammad. It is considered an important day for Muslims all across Sri Lanka and the world, as it is a reminder of the kindness, compassion and teachings of the Holy Prophet. The teaching of Prophet Muhammad proves to be valuable to the community. The festival is also known as Nabi Day, the Prophet's birthday. The celebration of Eid-e-Milad is one of the ways Muslims pay tribute, respect, honor, and shower their love towards the lost prophet of Islam. Different people observe the day in different ways. Issuing a message for Eid-Milad an-Nabi, President Ranil Wickremesinghe says his greetings to the Muslim community in Sri Lanka and around the world observing Milad an-Nabi being the auspicious occasion commemorating the birth anniversary of the Holy Prophet Muhammad, founder of Islam. The President said that Holy Prophet Muhammad is celebrated as the final messenger of Allah, known for profound teachings of love and peace that encompass humanity. His journey to spread the message of Islam in the challenging social context of that time was marked by significant trials. Even in the face of adversity, the Holy Prophet's unwavering patience and strength served as powerful attributes. He was victorious in attaining his aspirations through boundless sacrifices of faith and humanity. The President urged all Muslim brethren in Sri Lanka to unite at this juncture in working towards strengthening the path to secure developed Sri Lanka by 2048. Let us together overcome the challenges facing our nation while adhering to the principles espoused by the Holy Prophet Muhammad in ensuring a brighter future for all. Prime Minister Dinesh Gunawardene, issuing a message for the Holy Prophet's birthday, said, "When Muslims all over the world celebrate the birth anniversary of Prophet Muhammad, who dedicated himself to peace, love, mercy and goodness and the well-being of the world, let us recommit ourselves to creating harmony in society, as it is the most appropriate way to respect him." He added that it is a timely requirement to apply the humanitarian philosophy of the Prophet, who gifted a perfect way of life that brings prosperity, peace and happiness towards social welfare of the people. Minister Susil Premajanta said that early childhood education will be made compulsory for all children who reach the age of 4. The government will intervene on behalf of children who cannot pay for it, and based on the need, early childhood development centres can be held in primary schools where space is available. This will also be a solution for schools facing the challenge of closure, he said. He also said that the most fundamental step to success in educational transformation reforms is the formal early childhood development of children in this country. The minister said this while attending a program at Suadiviye Satutu Sitai in Batramulla for the School Health Promotion Month. The Department of Railways said the special trains that were added to the existing service to accommodate passengers travelling from Fort to Badulla for the upcoming extended weekend will be operated this morning. Accordingly, the train that will leave Fort at 7:35 a.m. will reach Badulla at 5:14 p.m., while the train that will leave Badulla at 5:20 p.m. next Saturday will reach Fort at 3:49 a.m. on Sunday. This news broadcast comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The International Monetary Fund representatives arrived in Sri Lanka to discuss economic and financial policies to support the approval of the first review of the program under the Extended Fund Facility Arrangement. Said that Sri Lanka has made commendable progress in implementing difficult but much-needed reforms. Addressing the media after concluding their mission in Colombo at the Central Bank of Sri Lanka, Senior mission chief of the IMF for Sri Lanka, Peter Brewer, yesterday said that the people of Sri Lanka have shown remarkable resilience in the face of enormous challenges. He added that Sri Lanka has made commendable progress in implementing difficult but much-needed reforms. These efforts are bearing fruit as the economy is showing tentative signs of stabilization. Inflation is down from a peak of 70% in September 2022 to below 2% in September 2023. Gross international reserves increased by $1.5 billion during March to June this year, and shortage of essentials have eased. Despite early signs of stabilization, full economic recovery is not yet assured. With that, we conclude local news.
The main news story is brought to you by Sinhala Mahatma.
Prime Minister Dinesh Gunawardene instructed the provincial governors to take steps to fill vacancies in the province while giving teaching appointments. Addressing a meeting with provincial governors on Tuesday at Temple Trees, the Premier said placement of the government teaching appointments should be taken place in order to fill vacancies in the respective provinces. Speaking on this occasion, the Prime Minister also noted that drug usage and drug trafficking have increased and instructed the officials to pay attention in this regard at the provincial level together with the police. He stressed that a voluntary program is required to prevent drug trafficking to control this situation. That was the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Sinhala Mahatma.
On to Watchlight, a program will be launched in order to regulate the canteens of schools across the island. Speaking at a press briefing held in Colombo, the Public Health Inspectors Association said that they have decided to inspect all school canteens in the near future. The president of the association, Upul Rohana, mentioned that they will take measures to strictly monitor the school canteens. He also emphasized that although the school canteen policy is not a complete legal document, it is observed that unnecessary issues are created due to unsuitable food being provided to children from the school canteens. He said the Public Health Inspectors Association has issued a set of guidelines in a circular regarding the food to be sold in canteens, mentioning which foods are safe for school children and which foods can be sold in canteens. That came to you in Watchlight.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of...
It's the power to live life your way. The power to be a trendsetter. Power to you with digital banking from Commercial Bank. Commercial Bank. Our interest is in you.
Making headlines this morning, around 100 killed in the Iraq fired wedding party. Justin Trudeau apologizes after Nazi veteran honored in Parliament. Travis King in US custody after North Korea expulsion. At least 94 people have died and 100 others are injured after a fire broke out during a wedding in Iraq's biggest Christian town on Tuesday night. Hundreds were celebrating at a banqueting hall in Karakosh in Nineveh province, where the tragedy happened. Witnesses and civil defense officials said the fire was sparked by a fireworks set off as the bride and groom danced. Highly flammable metal and plastic composite panels that covered the hall fueled the blaze, they added. Security forces arrested 10 of the venue's staff, its owner and 3 people involved with the fireworks on Wednesday. In the afternoon, hundreds of mourners attended a funeral for more than 40 of the victims at a cemetery in Karakosh, which is also known as Al-Hamdaniya and Baghdida. Some carried portraits of their deceased loved ones. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has apologized on behalf of Canada after a Ukrainian man who fought for a Nazi unit was unwittingly applauded in Parliament. Speaker Anthony Rota, who had assumed responsibility for inviting Yaroslav Honka, 98, resigned on Tuesday. The incident had drawn global condemnation. Mr. Trudeau also apologized directly to Ukraine's leader, Volodymyr Zelensky, who was visiting Canada and present in Parliament, saying Canada is deeply sorry. The Ukrainian leader was among those pictured applauding Mr. Honka, an image that has been exploited in Russian propaganda. U.S. soldier Travis King, who fled from South to North Korea in July, is in American custody after being expelled by Pyongyang, officials say. Private King was transferred into U.S. custody in China after being flown to a U.S. military installation. The 23-year-old specialist illegally crossed into North Korea in July. North Korean media said he had fled because of inhuman treatment and racism within the U.S. military. A senior administration official said on Wednesday that after months of intense diplomacy, Private King had been returned to U.S. hands and had spoken to his family. Back to the headlines of the world news. Around 100 killed in Iraq fire at wedding party. Justin Trudeau apologizes after Nazi veteran honored in Parliament. And Travis King in U.S. custody after North Korea expulsion. That concludes this bulletin of world news.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of...
This message is for all the kids between the ages of 4 and 16 who love to draw. Commercial Bank's Arunalusittam is back once again. This time, the competition is also open to Sri Lankan kids currently living abroad. First, second and third place prizes will be awarded along with special merit and merit certificates. For more information, visit the Commercial Bank website. We have so many prizes to be won.
Development News.
The Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Aviation stated that the construction of the first stage at the East Container Terminal of the Colombo Port will be completed and its operations will begin from the 1st of June 2024. This was stated when the Sectoral Oversight Committee on Energy and Transport, chaired by Nalaka Bandara Kotegoda, met in Parliament recently. Presenting facts before the committee, the Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Aviation said 20% of progress has been made in the construction of the East Container Terminal of the Colombo Port. The construction of the East Terminal is scheduled to be completed in the second quarter of 2025 and came to you in Development News, and we move on to Sports News. Newcastle boss Eddie Howe says his side are eager to go one better than last season's runners-up in the Carabao Cup after his side beat Manchester City to reach this campaign's fourth round. Alexander Isak scored the winner for a largely second-string Newcastle, who came to life after the break to beat a much-changed City. Newcastle, who lost to Manchester United in last year's final, made 10 changes from Sunday's 8-0 win at Sheffield United and barely got a kick in. A first half dominated by the visitors, but with Bruno Guimaraes and Anthony Gordon set onto the break, the Magpies were transformed with Isak slotting home following fine work from Jollington. That's Sports News. We take a look at business news next.
Go ekatiyana youth ekata life eke change ekata niyameta set wenna as wahagena dagapu veena habe karanna youth ekata niyameta set wenna friendship eka menna.
The all-new NSB Ithru account, NSB IAM, a plan for your dream.
Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
OpenAI, the Microsoft-backed creator of ChatGPT, has confirmed the chatbot can now browse the internet to provide users with current information. The artificial intelligence-powered system was previously trained only using data up to September 2021. The move means some premier users will be able to ask the chatbot questions about current affairs and access news. OpenAI said the feature would open up to all users soon. That's business news. Economic news up next.
Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Go ekatiyana youth ekata life eke change ekata niyameta set wenna as wahagena dagapu veena habe karanna youth ekata niyameta set wenna friendship eka menna.
The all-new NSB Ithru account, NSB IAM, a plan for your dream.
On to economic news, the Department of Census and Statistics yesterday reported that Sri Lanka's inflation as measured by the change in the Colombo Consumers Price Index declined to 1.3% in September 2023 from 4% in August. The CCPI for all items for the month of September 2023 increased to 191.8 from 190.1 in August 2023. The year-on-year inflation of food group decreased to minus 5.2% in September from minus 4.8% in August, and the year-on-year inflation of non-food group decreased to 4.7% in September 2023 from 8.7% in the previous month. That's economic news.